for my stream on Saturday, I streamed Link to the Past for about 4 hours.
Yeah?
About 3.5 of those hours, I was lost in the woods.
You know,
Again?
I'd like to say that surprises me. I cannot. You were in the Lost Woods. I mean, it's appropriate. You're in, what's the right word?
I'm playing it as intended.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're supposed to be lost in the Lost.
You are.
It was a series of events, an incredible series of events that led to my being lost. I can't feel too bad about this one, because I got to what I assume is the second half of the game. I don't want to spoil too much because I was shocked at how little I knew of Link to the Past. And,
it's an incredible game.
But what I assume is like the second act of the second half, I beat the first couple dungeons. I was on my way. I got the hook shot, and I used it to traverse the landscape to get where I needed to go.
Yeah.
But a secret called.
Sure.
I went to a graveyard, and I was like, I haven't been able to do anything in this graveyard. This is the first time I'm doing it here in this state of events. I wonder if I could do something now.
Yeah.
So I could get to the place which was inaccessible before.
Uh-huh.
And I was just trying every item that I had. And one of the items was a flute. And I played it. And this motherfucking goose came and flew me away.
Goose.
Yep.
What's the tune whenever you play the flute?
I don't know.
I feel like they used that tune for something later, like an Ocarina of Time, but I can't remember now.
And so what that meant was now I was stuck in I was stuck. I couldn't get back to where I needed to get back to. So I had no idea what to do. Fortunately, chat was there to help me out and told me I needed to go in the woods. And I wandered around those woods for hours.
There was one time when I was doing the highlight, Rick, that I saw you in the woods, and you were just like, ah! And there's just bees all over the place. I'm like, what's going on?
It was good, though.
Are you still lost in the woods, or did
No.
you end out of the woods?
I am no longer in the woods.
Well, that's good.
So, but yeah, like, I'm trying to play it as if how I would have played it back in the day. So no internet. You know, I don't want any hints.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
anything.
sure.
Like maybe I would have gotten a Nintendo Power or something. You know, I had GamePro and official PlayStation magazine back in the day, and those would have some like things here and there. Obviously, you had the manuals, which varied in their helpfulness. But I'm trying to just do it straight, and it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. This was the first time that I really struggled.
Do you usually play games where like you look up stuff online or anything like that, or do you usually try to do that method usually anyway?
Well, I feel like games are a lot more streamlined these days. Or I'm not sure what the word to use is. Not like simpler, but just
Worse.
you have tutorials, you know, now that are unskippable and teach you things.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know?
You have nav points that guide you where you need to go, kind of thing.
Yeah, like there are still a handful of games like Dark Souls. I think falls into a category where it doesn't hold your hand.
Have you figured out what to do with bees?
I figured out an amazing use for bees.
Yeah?
Which I don't know if it's the intended one, but I
Okay.
was in a dungeon where there were these enemies, and they mirrored your movements.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to figure out how to kill these things. And I was, again, trying everything in my inventory. And I couldn't figure anything out. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try the bee. Because I've tried the bee hundreds of times up to this point, and it's never done anything for me.
Yeah.
Well, I unleashed the bee, and the bee scares that enemy. And it makes him move. Like it,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Really
Oh,
like
I love those games.
So it's such a good game. 100% holds up today. It's like I haven't beaten it yet, but it deserves its reputation as one of the best of all time.
Good.
So good. And I play that every Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, speaking of being lost and still in the woods, I am still in the woods in my Star Wars Fallen Order stream.
Yeah?
I got to a boss battle, and it was towards the end of my stream. I was getting tired. I was getting very frustrated. So I decided to take a break for a week.
Till next stream.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you're in the middle of a boss fight though.
Yeah. So I hit load, and I'm right at the bottom of the steps to go into the boss fight.
That's
again.
funny.
Probably because you don't lock on.
That very well could be, but I'm still not going to do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's the lock on.
So Calvin, that fight you're in, it took me an hour to beat it, I would say. And then somebody who was it? Was it Cobb made a video of like
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, like 1,000 years, bam, bam, and me dying like 3,000 years, bam, bam, 5 billion years. So I feel you.
Yeah.
I definitely feel on that one.
No, yeah.
I don't want to go into too much because I don't think Rick has played it
Rick
yet.
hasn't played
So
it.
I don't
Not
want to give any spoilers out or anything. But
Yep.
chat knows.
Yep. I remember the first time playing that and just being like, God damn it, being so frustrated. And then my next time playing it casually at home, like I was just better at the game, and spent time like, getting experience and all the collectibles and all that stuff. So I knew it pretty well. And then when I got to that part, I'm like, okay, oh man, I remember how long this took me. All right, strap in. And I beat her first try. I'm like, oh, okay. I just know how to play the game better now.
Yeah, I know. Like it was a tougher fight. But
Yeah.
It's just I don't remember how long it took me though. I didn't stream it. Maybe I should have. Calvin, you fight in boss fights though, and Jedi Fallen Order makes me want you to play a Dark Souls game.
A Dark Souls game?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like a Dark Souls game, like
I
Dark Souls
imagine-
1 or something.
Because I played Dark Souls.
Or
I
Demon
imagine
Souls.
it's harder.
In Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lock on mechanic.
Well, there's no difficulty setting in Dark Souls, right? Like, at least Jedi Fallen Order has a difficulty
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, there is. Dark Souls is just you play, I think, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember its setting. But no, it's playing through that. Like I don't think Jedi Fallen Order was that bad after playing through Dark Souls, where I'm like, this shit just what the fuck? What is this, boss? What do I do?
Yeah.
But at least you don't have to start over if he kills you. Like, say, Battletoads or...
Oh yeah, like one of
Sure.
those really unforgiving games where you lose all your progress.
In Dark Souls, you just lose your experience, which is kind of like in Fallen Order, you know?
Kinda,
You
yeah.
lose like your level up ability, and you go back to wherever the last meditation, bonfire, whatever that you were at, and that's how it is, But they're tough games. Jedi Fallen Order is kind of in the middle ground. I feel like
Yeah.
it's not. I don't think it's on the verge of like Dark Souls and that kind of stuff, but it's around there. It's like a middle ground. That's why I'm like, Calvin, you should try this. See how it goes.
Well, I can't imagine playing Dark Souls without lock on either.
Sure, yeah. You need that to be able to
That would
keep
be
track
rough.
of them moving around, jumping,
Yeah.
Then you time your parries and stuff.
Playing without lock-on seems like one of those artificial things. Like, let's make the game harder. Like, let's play Legend of Zelda, but we only use shields. Something like
You
that.
mean Breath of the Wild?
In Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, I went to Ocarina of Time. Like, what do you do? how do you do that?
You could use, like, Deku sticks.
Oh, but that's not
In
shield.
Ocarina of Time? Well, I mean, like, let's say if you're not using swords,
Okay, so no swords.
Yeah,
okay.
no swords.
Use the hammer.
You can use, well, yeah, yeah.
Some stuff like that.
There's a thing you can do in Ocarina of Time called, like, the infinite sword glitch, and you can do it on a Deku stick where you, like, do a certain, like, events, and then the Deku stick, if you just run into things, has the same element as, like, a hitbox when you swing your sword, which is interesting. So you can, like, do something and just run around and do this and hit things. It's pretty cool.
Weird.
So you just like it sticking out the side of your like character
yeah,
model.
you're just holding it like
You can,
this
like,
and
do
walking
spirals?
around. And, and you can just, like, run into things, and it has, like, a sword hitbox.
Huh. That's weird.
See,
It's pretty cool.
Glitchy.
Snowy could be delighted watching you play Dark Souls. She said, Dark Souls didn't look fun for me to play at all, but watching Aaron play was a total delight.
Yeah.
No, that game is fun. I look forward to like playing the next one at some
Yeah.
point. I'm still
Definitely
going through
check
my
out,
Nuzlocke,
if
but-
you haven't, check out Aaron's highlights of Dark Souls. Like, those highlights that we have on the main channel. Like, I watched all of them.
They're
Yeah.
they're pretty
really
entertaining. Yeah.
It was a fun game. I had a few fun moments that like in my head I'm like, man, it'd be funny if it was like this, and then Rob edited it and did the thing I wanted him to do too.
Yeah.
Because one time I was like in my head I'm like, I'm gonna make a list, I'm gonna do this, and then in my head I'm thinking about the edit. I'm like, it'd be great if a list popped up, named off my list, and it did.